His Excellency, the Deputy High Commissioner of India in Kandy, His Excellency Virendra Singh, all members of the armed forces, our Education Director Mr. Ekanayaka, members of the Central Province Education Department, all government officials, members of the Indian Embassy, and all yoga fans who have come here. I think this is the 5th year the Indian High Commission has sponsored and gone ahead with this event. Your Excellency, India is a country where Sri Lanka has tremendous respect. We got Buddhism from you long years ago, and that is one of the main religions in this country, and we are still in possession and one of the purest forms of Buddhism, Theravada Buddhism in Sri Lanka. We have got many cultural traits, many things from India, Buddhism, we've got yoga, we've got the Sanskrit language. So we go a long way, and this is a country where we treat the Indians as our elder brothers. So yoga, Buddhism, Ayurveda, all this go hand in hand. And presently in the Central Province, we are making a huge effort to develop the Ayurveda sector and bring in Ayurveda tourism. Yoga also brings in so much tourism together with Ayurveda. So if we combine Buddhism, yoga and Ayurveda, I think as a destination for tourism we can go a very long way. So therefore we are cut out to work with you all, to support you all in enhancing this movement, this program, and we welcome you. We have got 1,519 schools in the Central Province. We can introduce this at least to many of the main schools, and like Buddhism, we can make yoga and Ayurveda a way of life in Sri Lanka. Your Excellency, Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi was in Sri Lanka. We consider it a great honor. He was here for 5 hours. We met him at the banquet hosted by His Excellency the President, and that only shows that the relationship between India and Sri Lanka are strengthening from day to day. And we must remember that all countries close to each other, India, Sri Lanka, China, all these countries must work together, because we are in one region and there is immense threat in this region with regard to ISIS and various other organizations. I am told all this has been created for the sole purpose of destabilizing these countries. So therefore, increasingly Sri Lanka, India and all the other countries, Maldives, Bangladesh, Pakistan, we should all put aside our differences and get together, united, to fight one of the greatest threats in the world, the threat of ISIS, which is being carried out by some ridiculous, senseless fellows which have no value for human life. Therefore, Your Excellency, I will not take much time. Our President conveys his sincere help with regard to and support with regard to development of yoga. He also, I have seen and I have spoken to him on many occasions. He has taken part in various yoga programs. I think your program in Colombo, which is hosted by the Indian High Commission in Colombo, he is also the chief guest there. So we will definitely work with you definitely work with you all in development of yoga, Ayurveda, and various other forms of activity, especially which has come from India. So you can see the influence which has been brought upon India in Sri Lanka. So we hope that we will be able to have a very cordial, friendly relationship with India, which will be mutually beneficial to all of us. Therefore, Your Excellency, I thank you and the members of your staff for having invited me as the chief guest of this organization. I thank you all and I wish you all the best. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. May I request the chief guest, the Governor of Central Province, Honorable Mr. Maitri Gunaratna, to declare the 5th International Day of Yoga in Kandy. Oh.
Your Excellency and members of the Indian High Commission, I declare that the 5th International Day of Yoga, I declare it open. Thank you very much.